Learning Linux might seem intimidating to a lot of people. Some people think that Linux is only for hackers in darkrooms typing commands nobody understands. They think learning Linux means memorizing 1,000 terminal commands or grinding through boring documentations. Truth is, there are smarter, even fun ways to learn Linux if you know where to look. So in this video, I will show you 5 websites that teach Linux in ways other resources never could. Let's begin with a site that takes you by the hand and maps out your Linux journey step by step. When you land on Linux Journey, it doesn't look like a course. There are no signups, no dashboards, just a clean, structured path laid out like a digital textbook, only way less boring. Each topic is broken down into small focused lessons, and you will start with the absolute basics like what Linux is, how the file system works, and then gradually level up into more advanced topics like permissions, networking, and package management. What makes this powerful is definitely the pacing. You're never overwhelmed with jargon or dumped into the deep end. Each section gives you just enough to understand with no fluff and no pressure at all. It's perfect for people who learn best by reading and reflecting, and it's calm, clear, and gives you the feeling of making real progress without rushing yourself. Whether you're completely new or brushing up after a few years away, Linux Journey gives you the structure most free resources lack. Sometimes reading about commands is not enough. That's where Linux Survival shines. It offers an interactive terminal emulator that lets you practice the core Linux commands and concepts in a real simulated environment, all in your browser. You don't have to install anything or worry about messing up your system. It's a safe space to experiment, make mistakes, and build real confidence. Each lesson here will walk you through commands and lets you try them instantly, so you learn by doing, not just by reading. Whether it's navigating directories, managing files, or exploring permissions, you get immediate feedback and plenty of chances to repeat until it clicks. If you ever wanted to jump into the Linux command line but felt nervous about breaking something, then Linux Survival is definitely the perfect place to play around. If you ever wished learning Linux felt more like a game than a grind, then Terminus is definitely for you. It's a text-based RPG where every command is a move and every move pushes the story forward. It blends storytelling with real Linux training. You explore a fictional world through the command line by solving problems, completing quests, and unlocking new areas by using actual Linux commands. You're not memorizing commands, you're using them to navigate, survive, and uncover the world around you. Sure, it's a game, but the skills are real. Every puzzle you solve reinforces actual Linux concepts, from file manipulation to process control. And the deeper you go, the more natural the command line starts to feel. If you're someone who learns best by doing, or better yet playing, then Terminus turns learning Linux into an adventure. Once you explored, experimented, and built up your command line instincts, it's time to test what you really know. That's where HackerRank comes in. It's a place where your Linux skills are not just practiced, they're measured. HackerRank offers a dedicated Linux shell section filled with timed real-world challenges. Each one pushes you to apply core concepts like file handling, permissions, environment variables, and unlike other platforms, these are not step-by-step lessons. You're dropped into a scenario, given a goal, and then expected to solve it using what you know. And for every challenge you solve, it's definitely motivating and just a little bit competitive. With HackerRank, you're not just learning anymore, you're proving your skills. If you're serious about leveling up, then HackerRank definitely turns your skills into real, measurable results. Once you've gotten comfortable practicing commands in a safe place, it's time to slowly step into the real deal. OverTheWire takes what you learned and puts it to test with real-world challenges. No more simulations, no hand-holding. You log into actual Linux servers and solve puzzles that teach you how to think, explore, and experiment. OverTheWire's Bandit challenge is perfect for beginners. It drops you into a remote Linux machine where your job is to find passwords, navigate directories, and solve puzzles, all using real Linux commands. Each level is a step deeper into Linux, pushing you to apply your knowledge creatively and think outside the box. It's hands-on and incredibly satisfying, and you don't just learn commands, you learn how Linux works under the hood. And the best part is that it's completely free, open to anyone, and you can start immediately. Remember that learning Linux doesn't have to be boring or overwhelming. Regardless of if you prefer a clear roadmap, hands-on practice, immersive games, or real challenges, challenges, these sites can help you learn Linux the fun way. But the real magic happens when you experiment freely, make mistakes, and keep pushing your limits. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss videos like these.